Okay, welcome back. It's drawing 3. We're on drawing 3. It's still about 10:30 in the morning, so we've been going through these quite quickly. Another drawing from using the blot from Ralph Steadman, and we're going to try and do another drawing, another piece of artwork. And what we've done again is I've tilted the drawing again. I've turned it into a different angle just to get a different perspective from it, and we're just going to draw. We love drawing, so you can probably see that my whole studio here is all drawings everywhere. So it's just a normal day for us here. So here we go. We're going to do another drawing, and again, like I said, we turned Ralph's drawing this way. Again, breaks up the perspective a little bit, gives us a different thing to think about. And I've got this idea. I loved when I turned this over, this curve that Ralph had drawn instantly gave me this excitement about a lovely big kind of orangutan or something like that, some kind of big ape. And I love this idea of bringing this wonderful hairstyle, and I'll bring this more of the color in later on, but for now I'm going to take that idea and see where I can take the line work. And with Ralph's line here, we have this lovely shape here which looks exactly like an ape's mouth, and I'm going to try and work with that there. And I'm going to try and get some nice big eyes going on here. I love the idea of this big old ape, and again, I'm just trying to think of what's going on there. Again, I'm not really sure of what I'm going to do there at the moment, but I'm loving this idea of using all of Ralph's lines to kind of excite or to drive us into a different direction. And when I see this curve here, this beautiful curve, and I see the drips, it's kind of telling me that Ralph would have used those drips somewhere else in the drawing, and so that's what I'm going to try and achieve. I'm going to try to bring them in also as part of our drawing. I'm going to give some little nostrils there and see if they can fit into where we are. And Ralph has started this line here, and I'm going to try and bring it into a little bit more, carrying on his line. If you remember on his blot, he's already got that line there, which is really beautiful, and I'm going to try to kind of bring it into being part of the ape's face. And here, which is lovely. Again, Ralph's got some lovely splashes and dots down here, and I'm going to soften that up a little bit underneath what his lines are. I think that might be quite nice. I kind of like, you know, I'm starting to see that these lines that he's done up here kind of give me this feeling of the ape kind of being hunched over, and I'm going to try and bring that down. We can finish that off a little bit later on, since we're still working on some of these other elements of it. Let's just clean that. And we're going to bring in some nice big heavy brow here. And see where the ape is. I forgot to push all this excitement, you see, I forgot to push the the video for the speed drawing, you know, and here's we got Ralph's line here, and then my line on top, and I'm hoping that that will feed each other as that comes down. And let's just take that blob off, and darken some of those lines down there above where he's got his lines, and that should really give us some lovely feelings. I'm going to bring the arms in, so I kind of get that feeling that he's kind of hunched up. I'm not quite sure what an orangutan's ears look like, but I'm going to try and do it in this type of style. Oh, look at that lovely bleed there. Look at that. It's just taken over my whole drawing, that bleed coming in there. I'll try and paint that from later. And I've got this idea here of the way that these lines have come down here from Ralph, that I'm gonna use them as an indication that he would have been thinking about using some kind of, possibly like a banana or something stuck on the top of the ape's head. And I think that might be quite fun. You know, I like sometimes the great humor that comes across in Ralph's work is just phenomenal. So I'm going to try to bring it in there and have some kind of banana peel, some kind of banana stuck on the top of his head, and we can get a nice big thick body to it, some extra dividing lines through the banana. So we've got our, very quickly there, we've got our ape and the banana on his head, based around Ralph's lines, and trying to get a little bit more with that mouth that will come across. That would join, it might look strange at the moment, but that would join onto Ralph's drawing later. And this one I shall put my name in black, because I'm going to continue painting that red down later on. So that the kind of name will stand out different from the body of the orangutan. Unless I drop ink on top of it. And there we have the next drawing. And I'll put that together with Ralph's drawing later, and we'll see how that works and how that captures the energy that he's built up around there and that dot's coming up. So, let's go and do another one.